Before I get started, I wanted to see if anybody here has set a New Year's resolution. Anybody? A couple of them. Anybody still sticking with that New Year's resolution? Well, good. The statistics are going to tell us that 92% of people fail with their New Year's resolutions. Maybe that's not such a big deal if it's your personal goal, but if we're talking business goals or business strategy, then that does become a big deal. And the stats are pretty similar. In fact, 95% of companies are going to fail with their strategic plans. And for every dollar spent, 10% of those dollars are going to be lost. So, the statistics tell us that on average, you're better off not creating a strategic plan. So that's what I'm here tonight to tell everybody. If you're out of business, strategic planning, it just doesn't work. Don't do it. All right, that's amusing. It's funny for me to say, maybe not so funny for you guys to hear, but I love saying it. We're actually here to tell you to focus on the execution of strategy, and that's what Hone In does. So what does that actually mean? Well, a couple things. The current state is very manual. Most companies manage their strategic plans with Excel spreadsheets or PowerPoint presentations. At Hone In, we create real-time visuals, giving you forecast, risk, cause and effect, and even allowing you to drill down into the data. We also give all employees access to the Hone In system to create real visibility into the strategic plan, enabling real visibility that hasn't been out there before. We also give real-time alerts telling you what's going right or wrong with your strategic plan, rather than taking a look at those stale PowerPoint presentations and maybe finding something that's going wrong with stale data that's looking back over time. So that's what we've created, and a lot more with our Hone In platform. And we actually have a couple clients up and running now. One of them is an HR outsourcer based in Chicago, and that company tells us a story that we hear all the time. A lot of time and energy and enthusiasm is put into the strategic planning process, but immediately coming out of that, the day-to-day takes back over you. 50 unread emails getting back to your desk, and companies don't have the time to put that effort into the strategic plan. We hear that story over and over, and for the first time that company has real visibility, real accountability into their strategic plan. Are there other companies out there like that? Yes, in fact, there are 1.2 million companies with between 10 and 500 employees, and that makes a real market opportunity for us of $3.5 billion. And the great news is that 70% of those companies are willing to pay for a technology like Hone In. So, that's great news, but that probably means there are a lot of competitors out there, right? Well, we kind of see ourselves as the intersection of three different technologies. On the one hand, there's goal management, but most of those solutions are HR-oriented, performance management, or very manual. We also have engagement platforms, but those are very passive. In fact, it's mostly surveys and responding to those surveys, kind of absurd approach to engagement. And then finally, business intelligence, which can solve some of the visualization problems with strategic execution, but is not going to actively drive your strategy. So at Hone In, we've kind of merged all of those technologies to create our platform. Who are we? I'm Brian Strom. I'm co-founder. This is my third startup that I've done. The first was an HR benefits enrollment company that was eventually acquired by Aon Hewitt. The next was Connect Your Care. It's the third largest FSA, HSA administrator out there, with clients like Microsoft and Amazon. And when I left, I'd grown it to $50 million in revenue. That's where I met my co-founder, Ann Stuckey. She's not here tonight, but wonderful person. And at Connect Your Care, where we met, we used some of the concepts and principles that became Hone In, and we made real change there. We saw a 20% improvement in customer satisfaction, 50% reduction in trouble tickets and defects, and real sales and revenue growth. So, in summary, we've identified a real problem that's ready for disruption. We have a huge market opportunity, and then we have a team with a great track record of success. So, we have created Hone In to help millions of companies hone in on success. So, thank you.